Hey everyone, welcome. This is my first stream live on YouTube, so thank you for watching. I just wanted to share something that has been with me all morning, and that's last night I watched the new Matrix, and I've gotten and seen a lot of feedback about the new Matrix. People are telling, "Oh my God, how terrible it is! They're trying too hard. They should stay with the new theme and just keep going with this. Stop doing the flashbacks." There's so many different things about the Matrix, and I just want to share a little bit of my take on the movie. And for me, I love all the trilogy of the Matrix because so much of it connects me to the teachings of A Course in Miracles. And the part that really, the parts that come together is how we live in this dream world. And that's what the Course is saying too. The Course is saying that we live in this dream world, and the choice to wake up is up to us. Now, what's really interesting about the new Matrix that I watched last night was how much I was like, oh my God, is this a documentary on A Course in Miracles? And of course, I've been studying the Course for many years. So I bring the knowledge of the Course to everything that I do. And in the new Resurrection, the movie, so much is related. It's like a reminder for me again of the teachings of the Course, which really comes down to, do people really want to live in the dream world? What does it look like to break free, break our mind free? And so in this movie, Neo, he basically goes back to the machines, bring him back to a place where he thinks he is in. He can't tell reality from what's really going on. And so he goes to this therapist played by Neil Patrick Harris, and it's brilliant because Neil Patrick Harris basically represents the ego. Okay, in the Course, we talk about the ego and the Holy Spirit, and the ego wants us to keep us in this dream world, keep this identity alive, keep us going in circles. Now, nothing is really wrong with the perspective of the ego, except it always leads us down the path of suffering. Okay, so Neil Patrick Harris in there says that the only world that matters is the world that's in your mind. And this world is made more real by our feelings and our emotions. And people are happier there. People want to be in the Matrix. People don't want to wake up. The free mind actually, according to the ego, that's dangerous for us. So from the ego's perspective, he's not wrong either. He has the right to his perspective just like everybody else does. And he thinks that people want to stay asleep, want to go in circles in this dream world, which really is the ego thinking it's protecting us. So Neil Patrick Harris continues to remind Neil. Neil goes to him, he's a therapist, he's the analyst, and he's reminding Neil, like, hey, listen, this dream world here, remember, this is reality. Stay here. And he continues to prescribe him the blue pill. And I just think it's brilliant. Even the glasses that Neil Patrick Harris is wearing is blue. And you see the pills that he gets, it's just a bunch of blue pills. And if you remember in the Matrix, the blue pill is to stay in the dream, and the red pill is to free your mind, to see the world as is. And there's other brilliant parts in the movie too. It talks about free will. Neil Patrick Harris says, hey, people think they have choices, but really all they're doing is reacting to events in their life. And it's all just, it's not free will. It's cause and effect. That's it. And so in the dream world, we're not really free. And all we're really doing is going in circles. We don't really have a purpose. We don't know what we're doing, except we're fed. We feed off of our emotions, our desires. So what they use to control everybody is fear, which of course says this is how the ego controls us and keeps us feeling guilty, is this fear of loss, and somehow that we are lacking something. So we attach to things outside of us for as our salvation, basically. So if you think about it in your life, like, Where do we rearrange our lives thinking that if these things were in place, if my partner only did this, or if I only got a car, if I only got more money, then I would be happy. And of course, that doesn't really happen, because we know it's always let us down. Somehow we always return to pain and suffering, and that is what feeds the machines. The ego that continues to bring about fear, to keep us trapped in the dream world. And do we really have free choice? Even when we have broken free and our minds are free, there's an awesome part in the movie where Neo's trapped in the tower, and they say to him, like, hey, well, we're really just waiting to see if you are going to choose to break out. And then the ship comes up and he's like, but that's not even a choice, because Neo already knows what he has to do. Right? So for all of us, when we recognize our purpose, when we recognize our calling, there's really no choice but to follow it. And other parts of the movies that's amazing is Morpheus. Morpheus is really like the Holy Spirit. Morpheus is broken free, and he's like, I'm here, I will guide you, but you have to listen to everything I say. And the Course says that's a worthy guide, somebody that has broken free. It's wise to follow a guide that has broken free. And so much of the movie kind of relates to the Course. Even at the end of the third movie, Neo kind of sacrifices himself for everyone's survival. So he allows Agent Smith to take him over, and this is his like crucifixion and giving himself up. And Agent Smith is really like a machine, a program that is like, we can call it like karma, the law of karma. It has to follow a certain law. So it doesn't really know what to do with this, because for us, sin is kind of like a black mark or a stamp on our soul. And we think about sin like that, like we're going to be judged and punished. But the Course says sin is really an error to be corrected, and not something to be punished. Okay? So all we have to do is accept the fact that it's already corrected. The Holy Spirit has corrected already. We just got to break free and let go of our own judgments on ourselves. And our whole purpose, if you will, is to recognize the perfection that already is everywhere, and that it is that is of us. So yeah, that's my share, and thank you for watching. I will do more of these. So see you soon.